heartache, my old friend. I thought you'd given up on me. I thought you'd finally set me free to live my life in peace. But you showed your face again. Yeah, you come to take your toll upon my weary soul. Yeah, somehow it makes me whole. 'Cause you are my emptiness, and you are my pain, a reflection of my happiness, and it's both the same. You're the mirror in my hand, and I can clearly see a man that looks like me. Yet somehow he's more free. So I'm trying to understand how you compliment my life when all you bring is strife and this misery at hand. 'Cause you are my emptiness, and you are my pain, a reflection of my happiness, and they're both the same. My emptiness, yeah, and you are my pain, a reflection of my happiness, and they're both the same. Hello, heartache, my old friend. Hey, thank you. Thank you, and welcome to the Bruin Bistro. This is our first show. We're just kicking this off, and very glad to be here. Want to tell you a little bit about the show. We've got a bunch of stuff coming up, some good music, some good people that are going to be playing. I want to thank the IAMA, first of all. The Intermountain Acoustic Music Association is partnered with the Salt Lake Community College to bring this show together. And the IAMA, as they are called, the Acoustic Music Association, Intermountain Acoustic Music Association, sponsors a lot of great acts that come through the city here. They have a concert series every year, and I would recommend that everybody go out and support them. And I would like to give the IAMA a hand for this year. So what we're doing here is we're bringing some acoustic music to Salt Lake City, and we are going to be featuring not only professional musicians, but because we're here at the Salt Lake Community College, and it's all about the students, we are going to be featuring some student artists as well. And you'll see some of these segments that come up. We have some videos for you. We have some live music and just a lot of fun right now. So also I want to thank some other people that are involved here doing the sound tonight, all volunteer by the way, the Salt Lake City sound guys, and John R. Smith over here. Hi, John.
How you doing, Mark?
John's come out, he set up the equipment, he has put the thing together, and hopefully I sound okay. Okay. Yeah, and also I want to introduce right next to John over here is Scott Iverson, our producer. This is Scott's show, by the way. This is his dream and baby come true. Hi, Scott.
Hi, Mark.
Everything going okay over there?
Well, overall, it's going pretty well.
Okay, good.
I'm still waiting for the feeling to come back into my toes, but we're doing okay.
Not sure what that actually means. So we have a couple of different segments. One of the first things we want to do is show the calendar of events that are coming up in Salt Lake. Now, you got to understand, those of you at home viewing this show will run over and over and over again. We're going to do one a month, and it'll play maybe 3 or 4 times a week. And so some of these calendar events may have transpired. They may be, you may be able to get out there and see these folks. But this is the calendar of events. So that's a little bit about what's going on. If you do have an event that you want to put on the calendar, if it's an acoustic music event, you can also go to the Bruin Bistro Facebook page. Look for us on Facebook. It's BREWIN apostrophe Bistro Facebook page. Okay, so the next segment here is the up and coming artist segment, and we found somebody here that I think you're going to like. She actually is the associate producer of the show, and as we were working through this thing, she said that she was a singer-songwriter. And of course, everybody can say they're a singer. Most of the time you hear them and they sound like a screeching track on a Hitchcock movie, but not this one. This girl is a student at the Salt Lake Community College, and her name, we call her Brin, but I'm going to introduce her as Brianna Joy. And ladies and gentlemen, Brianna Joy.
Well, the world is a big place. Sometimes it's hard to figure, but my love for you is bigger. To think I might not see that face makes it so hard not to cry. Well, I know it's gonna be tough, but I might just be crazy enough about you to try. I watch you touch the sky and fly away. I'm missing you more every day, writing letter after letter, 'cause it makes me feel better. But no matter how long we're apart, you're always gonna own my heart. Year after year, together, but the thumbtacks on my map say we're just 1 foot apart. Well, this world is so wide, I need a ticket to the other side just to hold your hand. I watched you touch the sky and fly away. I'm missing you more every day, writing letter after letter, 'cause it makes me feel better. But no matter how long we're apart, you're always gonna own my heart. Year after year, my love's still burning all the way from here. All the way from here. This road we're on, it might be long, baby, but there's never been a love this strong. I watched you touch the sky and fly away, missing you more every day, writing letter after letter, 'cause it makes me feel better. But no matter how long we're apart, you're always gonna own my heart. Year after year, my love's still burning all the way from here. Well, the world is a big place. Sometimes it's hard to figure, but my love for you is bigger. Thank you. Oh, that was a lot of fun to play. All right, so the next one, I have to look at my little napkin that I wrote my set on. The next song is called Nothing. And this one, I kind of have a little spot in my heart, well, a really big spot in my heart for sad songs. And so this is a sad song. This song is called Nothing, and I feel like all of us have felt this way at one point or another. Turn off the light and listen to the beat of my broken heart. 'Cause lately I can never tell if we're falling in love or falling apart. Can we pretend for the night everything's alright? I just wanna feel you hold me, but you won't. I just wanna be in love, but you don't. When I look into your eyes, I feel something beautiful, but you feel nothing at all. Tonight, I just might finally get this right. Would you rather be by yourself? Or maybe I was someone else? Can we pretend for the night there's no need to fight? I just wanna feel you hold me, but you won't. I just wanna be in love, but you don't. When I look into your eyes, I feel something beautiful, but you feel nothing, you feel nothing at all. So how do I go on when there's nothing left to hold on to, and there's nothing left that I can do, and I don't want to let you go, won't let you fly away. I just wanna feel you hold me, but you won't. I just wanna be in love, but you don't. When I look into your eyes, I feel something beautiful, but you feel nothing. You feel nothing at all. Thank you. All right, so this next song I wrote over the summer. I was living in the Spanish housing at BYU. We weren't allowed to speak English. I signed a little paper that said I wasn't going to speak English anymore for 3 months. And so I was listening to tons of Spanish music. And I fell in love with Shakira and everybody. And so I kind of was listening to the Spanish chord progressions, and they kind of just, caught my eye. And I wanted to write a song with that kind of vibe. So I wrote this song about independence and magic. This song is called Voodoo Doll. A pearl for a heart and buttons for the eyes, stuffed inside with cloves and spices. Chant your words in the night with a needle and thread, sew together your strange devices. I don't fear these pins and needles, these pins and needles. You have no power here. No, I don't fear you anymore. No black magic can control me, and no curse can let you own me. There's nothing you can do or say. I'm just gonna do it anyway. So go ahead, carve your candle with that knife with the white handle. This is my life after all. I'm not your voodoo doll. Voodoo doll. With your old book of spells and strands of my hair, you whisper the incantation. It's your remote control over my heart and soul. My behavior is your creation. But I don't fear these pins and needles, these pins and needles. You have no power here. No, I don't fear you anymore. No black magic can control me, and no curse can let you own me. There's nothing you can do or say. I'm just gonna do it anyway. So go ahead, carve your candle with that knife with the white handle. This is my life after all. I'm not your voodoo doll. I'm not your voodoo doll. I don't belong to anyone. I'm not a puppet with my strings in your hands. I don't belong to anyone. I won't obey your commands. No black magic can control me, and no curse can let you own me. There's nothing you can do or say. I'm just gonna do it my way. So go ahead, carve your candle with that knife with the white handle. This is my life after all. I'm not your voodoo doll. I'm not your voodoo doll. Not your voodoo doll. This song is called Please Say Something. And I don't know. I had a hard time writing this song. But that's why I had to write it. How do we go on by living this way? I was playing with fire and burning your heart. No, I really don't want to throw you away, but we might be better off being apart. How do I go on without you here? Even though I was the one to make you leave. When I said that I loved you, I was sincere. Even though that may be hard to believe. Please say something, please say something. I can't bear the silence on the phone. I may not hear your voice again, and when we hang up, I'll be alone. So please say something. Listen to you breathe, I don't know what to say. I didn't know any other way. The phone, it fell out of my hand. I knew you wouldn't understand, but I can't pretend anymore. Please say something, please say something. I can't bear the silence on the phone. I may not hear your voice again, and when we hang up, I'll be alone. So please say something. Please say something. Just say anything, 'cause I can't bear the silence on the phone.
Thank you so much.
Brin, Brianna Joy, right there. You have an amazing voice.
Thank you.
I think I'm going to stand down here. No?
Okay.
Because, see,
I am vertically challenged.
and I'm vertically challenged. So tell me, how long you been writing songs?
I've been writing songs since I was 2 years old.
2?
2.
Tell me your first song.
My first song. Well, I won't sing it for you,
Okay,
but
but I just-
like the words were, the baby in the tummy got buried up when mummy ate lots of food. Because my mom was pregnant with my first little baby sister, and I thought babies and food were in the same place.
So you've been just writing lyrics and songs?
Ever
and
since, I
singing.
just love writing music.
Really? And what's your main inspiration? Is it?
My main inspiration is I kind of have to. If I didn't write songs, I'd kind of go crazy.
So tell me who your musician. I mean, who do you listen to? What musicians have inspired you?
I love bluegrass music.
Yeah.
And so my favorite musicians of all time are the members of the band Nickel Creek. They have really inspired me, and if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be a songwriter today. So I'm really, I really admire them a lot.
Yeah. And is there a process to your songwriting? Do you write words first, I'm always fascinated by the process.
I never have written the melody first. Sometimes I'll write it at the same time. Sometimes I'll just sing the whole thing all the way through. It just comes to me.
Yeah.
And then other times I'll have to work with my rhyming dictionary for weeks to try and find the perfect way to say what I want. But I really try and focus on the lyrics because that's how I'm feeling.
And you're the associate producer of the Bruin Bistro.
Yes, I am.
And so it really is all about the students.
Yes, it is all about the students. And I happen to be a student here at Solid Community College.
Right.
So I really
And
feel
what's your
like this-
major? What do you
My
do?
major, believe it or not, it's political science. I find it really interesting.
And so you're going to sing political songs, maybe? Or?
No.
Okay, just wondering. All right. Well, Brin, very nice to hear you. You've got a great voice and some solid songs.
Thank
And
you. It was
let's
my
give it up
pleasure.
for Brianna Joy.
having me on the show.
The next segment, we have, we're going to be here once a month, and it's not something that we can get everybody on here that we want. So we have artist submissions, and if you're an artist, acoustic music, and if it's your own original music, you can submit your video. I don't want the file, but the link would be great at bistro@slcctv.com. Just send us an email with the link where we can go look at your video or your audio file. And what I'd like to do now is kind of give you a taste of what we found. We've got tons of submissions. Everything is some great music coming in. This one came in from actually an old friend of mine. I went to school with him. His name is Gary Stoddard. So let's have a look at Gary's. Is that coming up now, Scott? Is that okay? Good. Here we go. Gary Stoddard.
I can't help but love you while you're sleeping. Wonder what you're dreaming about. I notice that smile upon your lips, girl, as you snuggle even deeper in our bed. Do you hold me in your arms beneath the moonlight? Do we dance a slow dance beneath the stars? Do you hold me with excited anticipation of what the night will bring, of what the night will bring? Do you love me even when you're sleeping? The way you do when you're awake? Or do your dreams take you far away in wonder to another place of fabulous escape? Do you hold me in your arms beneath the moonlight? Do we dance a slow dance beneath the stars? Do you hold me with excited anticipation of what the night will bring, of what the night will bring? I can't help but love you while you're sleeping, as much as I do when you're awake. And I notice that smile upon my lips, girl, as we snuggle even deeper in our bed. And I hold you in my arms beneath the moonlight, and we dance a slow dance beneath the stars. And I hold you with excited anticipation of what the night will bring, of what the night will bring. I can't help but love you while you're sleeping. I can't help but love you, girl, while you're awake. I can't help but love you while you're dreaming. I can't help but love you, girl. I can't help but love you.
Okay, so that was Gary Stoddard. What'd you think? So, so feel free to submit those to the bistro at slcctv.com. The next segment is awesome. You've met Brin, and as associate producer, she's being sent out across the valley to kind of catch up on what's going on around the coffee house scene. And she's taking her video out, and she's kind of gathering some intelligence, if you will, about the music that's being played. And we call this Brin's Picks. And so let's roll Brin's Picks and see what Brin has for us.
Unitarian Church in downtown Salt Lake City, 13th East and 6th South. It's the fourth Friday of the month, which means that there's a songwriter showcase here. And tonight I'm going to feature Cheryl Lynn. She's from the band Limited Traction. Could you tell us about the song Grandma's House?
I wrote that just a couple of days ago. It's after my grandkids. And every time it's like when I went to my grandma's house, that's what it reminded me of if I was in their little feet.
So are you the grandmother in the song?
I'm the grandma in the song.
Oh, how
yep.
fun is that?
And my two little ones are written after them. So
that's so cute. Well, enjoy.
I helped plant a garden. I picked her a flower. Here's for you, Grandma. It's your favorite color. I like sitting in your swing, listen to my grandma sing. Pat my knees, dancing with my feet, humming to the bees, helping my grandma sing. Love being with my grandma, love being at my grandma's.
Well, this is Brin. We're here at McNichol's Guitar. This is Alicia Mc Govern. She just finished playing an awesome show, and I've decided to feature her song, I Wanna Grow Old.
Watch them roll by like a train that runs from east to west. We're more like each other every time that we check. By and by, there's a land where we'll never grow old. Where we'll go when this life is through. Brave in the cold, 'cause you'll insist it's not really that bad. I'm picturing you, how the seasons will mold the lines around your eyes and your forehead. You'll be a leaf in the autumn, a bright golden gold with all of my colors mixed in when we grow old.
I'm here at the Black Box Theater. This is for the concert series Music in the Box. It's an ongoing concert series down here in Salt Lake City at the Rose Wagner Theater. Behind me, I have Kate McLeod and Kat Eggleston. They've been performing together for about 11 years now. Kate and Kat are really talented girls, and tonight is the CD release party for their new album, Lost and Found. Tonight they're performing songs from it, and Kate McLeod is actually going to be appearing on a later episode of Bruin Bistro, so I'll be looking forward to that. But in the meantime, just enjoy the music.
Is you want for me to say it too, but I love you. It is sometimes a sound. A better sentence could be, how do I love you? How do I know you? How do I lift you up? How do I not let you down? If I love you, is no sleep or sound.
Tonight, for our featured artist segment, we have somebody really special. We were lucky enough to get Doug Wintch here, and he is here with Anke Summerhill. Let's have a round of applause and take it away.
Thanks, y'all. Well, the phone rang Sunday morning, and like a fool, I picked it up. It was Uncle Josh, 6 o'clock. Said, I hope I didn't wake you, Doug. I know you had a big gig last night. Thank God you're young and strong. I need a tiny favor, son. It shouldn't take you long. 'Cause it's just a piece of sheet rocket science. No, it's not. It's just a piece of sheetrock. Anyone can screw it up. I showed up with my sheetrock. I shook my head and yawned. I could see Josh rocking in the living room. The front of his house was gone. I said, nice little project, Uncle Josh. He said, Dougie, don't be sore. I thought you was handy, man. Ain't you thrown up a wall before? It's just a piece of sheet rocket science. No, it's not. It's just a piece of sheetrock. Anyone can screw it up. Well, I framed it, wired it, insulated. I hauled asphalt shingles and a roof. I was nailing up the shiplap siding when Uncle Josh yelled, Doug, you goofed. You forgot my picture window. Hey, where's my front door? I said, show me where you want 'em, Josh. That's what the Sawzall's for. And it's just a piece of sheet rocket science. No, it's not. It's just a piece of sheetrock. Anyone can screw it up. Hey, I was working up a powerful hunger. I said, Josh, where the heck's Aunt Nell? He said, she's down at Happy Valley at the livestock auction sale. And then she pulled up, honking her pinto, hollering, Joshua, we're in luck. I won 5 muddy hogs back in Spanish Fork. I see Doug's got his truck. It's just a piece of sheet rocket science. No, it's not. It's just a piece of sheetrock. Anyone can screw it up. Yeah, it's just a piece of sheet rocket science. No, it's not. It's just a piece of sheetrock. And then maybe just a little mud. Thank you. Wow, thanks so much. Well, we're really happy to be here, Anke and I, and want to thank everyone from the Bruin Bistro. Look at that neon sign. Is that something else? So we're, yeah. Little dead goat memorabilia. We're honored to be here, and so we want to thank all of you, all of them, the staff and the crew and all you folks here. This song's called Juniperville. It's about a little town in southern Utah. Maybe some of you have been there. Anke and I played this song a little while back in Moab. They have a folk festival down there, and kind of got through. And this song has a lot of references, cultural Utah things, you know, a guy my age that grew up here. And maybe some of you in the audience will relate to it. The folks in Moab didn't, and I was confused at the end of the song. I'm like, God, didn't you guys know anything about that song? And they go, no. I go, where are you from? Colorado, Colorado. They were from Colorado. Well, I've never seen a cedar in Cedar City, the land of the juniper tree. They should have called that hamlet Juniperville. Some hamlets are not to be. I made a great mistake at the Great Salt Lake. Dove in with my peepers open. Spit on my fingers, rubbed it in my eyes, or I'd still be blindly groping. Sounds like Utah, where else would you hear such a thing? I had a square meal down at Circleville. I lost it in Eureka. And I've hiked with the Tuckers and the Henry boys up the Timpanookie. And I paddled my raft through Mexican Hat, the San Juan River running narrow. Sunshine a beating on the back of my neck. An hombre gave me a sombrero. It sounds like Utah, where else would you hear such a thing? And any fool can march over Musselman Arch, buddy, there ain't no fences. I did it myself until Wall Arch fell and I crashed to my senses, and I took a risk on that spinning disc. I flew off, conked heads with a stranger. I rode the big slide in that whirlpool ride. It was a fun house full of danger. Sounds like Utah, where else would you hear such a thing? And I sang my songs in the trolley barns, earned my grub steak at old Ruth's Diner. Randy had a pasture outside Peoa, no hole in the wall was finer. And whenever cow jazz rocked the bird, Alta girls would dance and listen, along with Bill Brown and Bob Snow. We're always gonna miss them, and their sounds like Utah, where else would you hear such a thing? And me and Larry, we rode the Wildcat chair and we tuck it off the floater. Yeah, we were two spread eagle, Evel Knievel, blue sky locomotors. And whoever left the Mormon meteor out in the rain ought to get a spanking. That ain't thunder you hear on the salt flats, dear. It's the ghost of Mayor Jenkins. It sounds like Utah, where else would you hear such a thing? Down on Highway 89, there's a billboard sign, the telephone talking fish. Hands on her hips, you can read her lips. She says, meet me in Panguitch. The old man asked where I hung my hat. I said, Ibapaw, by way of blending. He said, Ibapaw, Ibamaw. The living angels landing sounds like Utah, where else would you hear such a thing? Yeah, it sounds like Utah, where else would you hear such a thing? I've never seen a cedar in Cedar City. If you have, you're out of your tree. You believe that, Bob? Thank you. Thanks. This next song comes from my Grumpy Old Man series. Sometimes I feel like there's nobody crankier than me. So yeah, it goes like this. It's called Yo Dude. Yo dude, your pants are falling down. Yo dude, for crying out loud, it's dang rude. Your butt's hanging out, and that moon belongs behind a cloud. And that's a bad ass car stereo. The bass so loud it's crumbling the road. Your tunes suck as if you didn't know. At least play Giddy Up GTO. Hey Mr. Leaf Blower, scattering leaves, few or lower. On my list of pet peeves, rake 'em, bag 'em, don't blast 'em in a straight. I've only got one verse left to sing, and it's yo, dude, your pants are falling down. Yo, dude, for crying out loud. It's dang rude, your butt's a hanging out. That moon belongs behind a cloud. That moon belongs behind a cloud. Pull your pants back up, or your shirt tail down. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Okay, got a little guitar change here. Now this next song is called Mermaid, and I made this up because of a book I read. I'm not a big reader or anything, but I did read one fantastic book last year, The History of Love. My good friend Megan Peters gave me. So I recommend it highly. This song has nothing to do with the book. Has nothing to do, well, it has a little bit to do with love, but it's called Mermaid, like I said. All right, here we go. I was sitting in the back of the cinema, Hollywood and Vine. She splashed down beside me and I slipped her hand in mine. Red hair, thick as seaweed, dangled long as she was tall. She dripped with brine, I didn't mind. She wore no camisole. She said, darling, don't be frightened. I've been watching you a while. I'm afraid you've lost your way. You forgot where you keep your smile. And I said you could keep me grinning till this theater falls apart. She said more than the corners of your mouth. I'm talking about your heart. There's no such thing as a mermaid, Papa, there's no such thing. She combs her hair in the moonlight. She sings just for me. And when the lights went down, we whispered. She let me touch her tail. We shared saltwater taffy, popcorn, shrimp, and a pint of ale. And her accent made me dizzy, the way her words ebbed and flowed like they swam from the pages of that Pablo Neruda poem. She smelled better than a seafood banquet, I said, is that Kramer's beach cologne? She laughed and said, it's just the surf, sand, wind, and the foam. And when I leaned in to kiss her, she smiled tender as a flower. We necked like silent movie stars for nearly half an hour. There's no such thing as a mermaid, Bubba, there's no such thing. She combs her hair in the moonlight. She sings just for me. Patrons spilled out of the exits. The closing credits began to roll. I said, I'll be going home with you if it means my mortal soul. And she said, that's not really like you. You've never gone out on a limb. It won't be like the movies. You've never learned to swim. But I dove deep into her ocean. I hollered, adios, cruel world. My arms and legs were thrashing just like Loudon Wainwright III. And I guess I must have made it, though the papers say I drowned. What would old J. Alfred Prufrock say if he could see me now? There's no such thing as a mermaid, Bubba, there's no such thing. She combs her hair in the moonlight. She sings, she says, there's no such thing as a mermaid, Bubba, there's no such thing. She combs her hair in the moonlight. sitting in the back of the cinema, sitting in the back of the cinema, sitting in the back of the cinema.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Wintch, and with Anke Summerhill. You know, you are a mighty fine songwriter.
Thank you.
And I don't know if you.
That means a lot coming from you, because you're a hell of a songwriter.
Well, I appreciate that, but you know, really, what a wordsmith, and some fun stories, and I'm just here to say you're a Utah treasure, Doug. You really are. Appreciate that. Really mean that from the bottom of my heart. So you have a new album coming out?
Well, it just came out.
Okay, good. So a new album out, and tell us about that album. What's it called?
It's called Singing on the Job.
Okay, Singing on the Job.
I tried to be a handyman, and calling it a carpenter is a little grandiose, but So anyway, all the songs are oriented about construction and work-related and things like that. Yeah.
Okay, so is your episode with your uncle, is that one of the tunes on that album?
Which episode?
Well, the episode where you had to build the wall, the sheetrock song.
Oh, well, yeah, sure, that is.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The sheetrock song, the Fingers on there, and 10 others.
So tell me about the album. Where did the idea from the album? Where'd you get this idea?
You know, the idea came from a song that I wrote a long time ago called "Old Lightning," and it's about my hammer. And it was on a record
remember that
before.
song.
Yeah, and it's the only song I've recorded twice, but it belonged on this collection, and produced by.
He wrote a song about his hammer. He really did. It's a great song.
Well, thanks. Yeah. Old Lightning, you never know where she'll strike.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
okay, so from that song, you've just decided to expand the whole working experience.
You know how many songwriters there are. You know how you're going to get flooded with a lot of folks that want to be on the show, and I don't blame them. It's fantastic. Send your entries in because you should be here. It's great. The staff is awesome. Well, I've never had a good marketing idea, so there are so many of us doing this. I thought I'm going to get a little niche if I can, and so that was the idea. So
all right, awesome.
Home Depot. That's my dream. I'm not going to make any bones about it. I would love it if they would give it to their employees. You know?
Well, I think that it would be appropriate to hear that on the job site, you know?
Well, yeah.
Keep everybody happy and smiling and entertained at the same time.
We're on the same page here. Yeah.
On the same page. Okay, so that's the show for this first edition of Bruin Bistro. And thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. We have a lot more in store for the coming months. We're going to be producing this once a month. I've heard that Kate McLeod is coming up, and Shani McCoy, as well as some very good student artists. So keep watching. Tune in next time. Hope to see you again. And how we're going to end this thing is we're going to have a little jam session. I want to bring up Scott. You going to play with us? Of course. Okay, good. And Brin, come on up. And we're just going to have a little jam session and wind it up that way. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. We appreciate the audience here and had a lot of fun. It's the Bruin Bistro. Send us some feedback at bistro@slcctv.com.
All right. Thanks again for having us. We're going to go out here with a song called 68. And in the year 1968, I was 11 years old, looking around, figuring out in the world. And anyway, a little ditty about it here. So. You should have seen the chicks in 68.
That's what we call them.
The wild ones, I was too young today.
Should have seen the wild ones.
You kinda had to be there, I'm afraid.
You had to be there.
You should have seen the chicks in 68. their go-go boots, like Nancy Sinatra, and with their eyes made up like Cleopatra. It was mission impossible for a kid not to stare at the miniature skirts, but going up to there, you should have seen the chicks in 68.
That's what we call them.
The wild ones, I was too young today.
Should have seen the wild one.
Kinda had to be there, I'm afraid.
Had to be there.
Should have seen the chicks in 68. Strumming ukuleles and singing puff or blowing in the wind. Little Bubba was a goner for big sister's friends. They'd be turning up the hi-fi when the folks weren't home. They'd shimmy to the Beatles, Sly and the Family Stone. You should have seen the chicks in 68.
That's what we call them.
The wild ones, I was too young today.
Should have seen the wild one.
You kinda had to be there, I'm afraid.
You had to be there.
Should have seen the chicks in 68. Yeah, I was there. Here we go. And the hipper brunettes, they had bleach blonde tips, a hazy shade of winter on their frosted lips. They knew their place, so they took to the street, shouting revolution, and they marched